Imagine the sizzle as you slide a single sheet pan into your oven, transforming simple ingredients into a symphony of crunch and flavor. Today, we're unlocking the secrets behind crispy ramen magic, a one-pan wonder that brings together bold textures, savory depth, and the kind of irresistible bite that makes every forkful pure joy. Whether you're a seasoned cook or just starting your culinary journey, this is a recipe that delivers big taste with minimal fuss, using ingredients you likely already have on hand. Let's begin with the heart of the dish, ramen noodles. These humble blocks, known for their quick cooking convenience, are about to undergo a transformation. Start by preheating your oven to a toasty 400 degrees Fahrenheit. While it's warming up, take your ramen bricks, discard those seasoning packets for now, and break them into rough, bite-sized pieces. Spread them evenly across your sheet pan. This step is key. You want every piece to have plenty of space to crisp up, turning golden at the edges while keeping just a hint of chew in the center. But ramen alone does not a meal make. Next, we add a vibrant medley of vegetables. Think thinly sliced bell peppers in shades of crimson and gold, slender matchsticks of carrot, and tender florets of broccoli. Don't be afraid to get creative. Snap peas, mushrooms, or even ribbons of cabbage can join the party. Scatter your vegetables over the ramen, tucking them in and around the noodles. The veggies will roast and char in the oven's dry heat, their natural sugars caramelizing just enough to bring out sweetness and depth. Now for a dose of protein. This crispy ramen magic is endlessly customizable. Choose thinly sliced chicken breast, tofu cubes, or even shrimp. Lightly toss your protein in a splash of oil and a sprinkle of salt and pepper before nestling it among the noodles and vegetables. The protein will roast alongside, soaking up all the flavors and crisping at the edges. No sheet pan masterpiece is complete without a killer sauce. In a small bowl, whisk together a blend of soy sauce for savory umami, sesame oil for nutty aroma, a touch of honey or brown sugar for sweetness, and a squeeze of fresh lime juice for brightness. Add a dash of garlic and ginger, freshly grated if you have them, for a little kick. For those who like it hot, a swirl of sriracha or chili flakes will bring just the right amount of heat. Pour this mixture evenly over your sheet pan, letting it seep into every nook and cranny. Before sliding the pan into the oven, drizzle everything with a bit of neutral oil. Canola or grapeseed work well, and give it a gentle toss to coat. This ensures that every surface gets a chance to crisp and caramelize, turning your sheet pan into a canvas of golden perfection. As your creation roasts, the magic happens. The noodles absorb the sauce, softening just enough to retain their signature bounce, while the exposed edges turn irresistibly crispy. The vegetables wilt and char, their flavors deepening, and the protein turns tender with caramelized bits that beg to be plucked straight from the pan. The kitchen fills with a savory aroma, a promise of the meal to come. After about 15 to 20 minutes, just long enough for anticipation to build, remove the sheet pan from the oven. The transformation is complete, a tapestry of color and texture, shimmering with a glossy finish. But the final touch is all about contrast and freshness. Scatter a handful of thinly sliced green onions over the top, along with a sprinkle of toasted sesame seeds and a flurry of chopped cilantro or parsley. For extra crunch, add a few crushed peanuts or roasted cashews. A final squeeze of lime over the whole thing wakes up all the flavors, making them sing. What makes this dish truly magical is the interplay between crispy and tender, rich and bright. Each bite offers something new. A crunchy noodle here, a juicy roasted vegetable there, a burst of saucy flavor on a chunk of chicken or tofu. It's comfort food, reinvented for busy weeknights or laid-back weekends, and it's as satisfying as it is simple. But the joy of crispy ramen magic goes beyond just the eating. It's about the ease of cleanup, one pan, minimal mess. It's about gathering friends or family around the table, sharing a meal that feels special but comes together in a flash. And it's about making the most of what you have, turning pantry staples into something extraordinary. For those who love to experiment, this recipe is a playground. Try swapping out the sauce for a Thai-inspired peanut dressing or a Korean gochujang glaze. Use whatever vegetables are in season, roasted Brussels sprouts in winter, tender asparagus in spring, or juicy tomatoes in summer. The possibilities are endless, and the results are always delicious. If you're looking to make it vegan, simply choose tofu or tempeh, and use maple syrup in place of honey. For a gluten-free version, pick gluten-free ramen noodles and tamari instead of soy sauce. The basic method, a hot oven, a generous sauce, and plenty of room for everything to crisp, remains the same. Let's take a closer look at what happens on that single sheet pan. As the noodles roast, their surface bubbles and browns, developing a toasty flavor reminiscent of the best fried noodles, but without the need for deep oil. The sauce thickens in the oven's heat, glazing the vegetables and protein so that every bite is coated in flavor. The high heat also does wonders for vegetables, intensifying their natural sweetness and adding a subtle smokiness. Even the cleanup feels like magic, a quick rinse, and you're done. And while this dish is designed for convenience, it's also made for celebration. Pile it high on a serving platter and watch as it disappears in minutes. Or pack leftovers for lunch the next day. The noodles stay crispy, the flavors deepen, and you get a second round of the magic. For a finishing flourish, consider a drizzle of chili oil or a sprinkle of furikake, a Japanese seasoning blend that adds umami and crunch. A little bit of pickled ginger on the side offers a zingy contrast, while a bowl of miso soup rounds out the meal. However you serve it, crispy ramen magic is sure to become a new favorite, one that's as much fun to make as it is to eat. The beauty of this dish lies in its simplicity. With just a few pantry staples and a single sheet pan, you can create a meal that feels restaurant-worthy, all in under half an hour. It's proof that you don't need complicated techniques or hard-to-find ingredients to make something truly delicious. All it takes is a willingness to experiment, a love of bold flavors, and a little bit of sheet pan magic. So the next time you find yourself staring at a package of ramen, wondering what to do with it, remember this. With a hot oven, a handful of fresh vegetables, your favorite protein, and a punchy sauce, you can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. Crispy ramen on a sheet pan isn't just a recipe. It's an invitation to play, to savor, and to enjoy every crunchy, saucy, flavorful bite. As you gather around the table, sharing stories and laughter, you'll realize that the real magic of this dish isn't just in the crispiness of the noodles or the depth of the sauce. It's in the ease, the creativity, and the way it brings people together. That's the secret ingredient, the one that makes every meal memorable. So go ahead, grab your sheet pan, and let the crispy ramen magic begin. With each bite, you'll taste not just the flavors of the ingredients, but the joy of cooking made simple. It's a meal to savor, to share, and to make your own, time and time again.